Hang on. Hang on. Why is it not doing the thing? Hold on. Damage. Because I moved it. Huh? We're good. We're good. It worked. Okay. We're fine. Hello. How's everybody doing? The stream title is not a joke. I am only here until my parents get home, because I am on the first floor. I'm only here for a little bit. You open things. Set up. Neely, you didn't have to announce it for me. I was gonna do that, but thank you. Hello, Nilu. Hello, Riley. Hello, Quetz. Doesn't work. I don't have my phone stand up here, so seeing chat is not quite as easy. It's fine. Everything's fine. This is fine. I'm pretty sick. Oh, I'm sorry, Quetz. Me too. Me too. I am might be. No, this is not really that strange. I stopped taking a particular medication, and I think I weaned off it too quick. So I'm experiencing withdrawal symptoms. Not fun. Not fun. Let me tell you. Real not. Fell off my chair again? I'm not even surprised at this point. Get a better chair. Or better balance. Alright. So. Today, there is I had an idea for a different animatic, and then I ditched it because I didn't like it, and now I have a different one. From the Origin SMP streams yesterday. And I have all of the audio cut and put together. So I have to draw stuff. Hang on. Sorry, I'm reading. Trying to find the fucking project. Where is it? I don't know the alphabet. There it is. Here we go. So that's what I'm doing. Specifically, our two friendly ghosts. If you didn't catch Origin SMP yesterday, or if you just don't watch it in general, they added new people. It's fun. So we're drawing. I have lemon juice. Just straight lemon juice, or like lemonade? That's the music volume, by the way. I get to draw Chuble as a ghost. It's fun. Welcome back, Neil. Lemon juice bottle. Nice. Lemon juice is good. I can't quite decide on how I interpret the Phantom origin, because I also when I was on a server with the Origin, I played as a Phantom. And I changed my skin to look like, I had like little wings for ears, and I made like winged boots kind of thing. The cloak was Phantom colored, I changed my eyes. So I designed it after the actual Phantom, but the powers that are given to the Phantom Origin really have nothing to do with the mob, sorry. They are just a ghost. So I can't decide if I like the idea of adding features that look like the Phantom mob, or if I just go with ghost, or both. I haven't quite decided. And I have to decide now. But I think I'm just gonna go ghost. More like a Vex. Yeah! They can't fly though. Like, the thing is, Phantoms and Vexes can fly. The Origin can't. There's no like, ghosts should have the ability to fly. But I do think that would make the Origin a little too powerful. Oh yeah, no, just drink a bottle of lemon juice. Yeah, no, that's... I feel like it's definitely not a super normal thing, but that's definitely a thing. Definitely. I think I'm gonna do the actual final line art in white and just put it on a darker background. Or I just make them less... I don't quite know yet. Ghost. Drink pickle juice? Yeah, that's also a thing. Personally, I drink lemon juice, I don't drink pickle juice. I like pickles, though. I just don't like drinking pickle juice. It's too much vinegar. The acidity of orange juice is one thing. Vinegar is another. I could just have it be... You know, the great thing is I can change the color of the line art and decide which one I like better. So I'm gonna start with black and see if it looks better as white. Because white is better at communicating transparency, but I don't know if it's gonna be too hard to see on whatever color the background ends up being. No. Fine. Also, it's been a bit since I've drawn. I haven't drawn a ton recently. I think the last time I streamed was the last time I drew. It's been a hot moment. I have not been really honing my skills. Dip cucumbers in vinegar? That's a pickle. Neither, that's what pickles are. What else do I drink? I just remembered I accidentally got drunk once. I'm not gonna ask your age, but I do hope that you are the correct age for wherever you are. Do not tell me your age, please, but I do hope you are not setting a bad example, Riley. I think this is kind of weird. Dipping cucumbers in vinegar, that is literally just what a pickle is a cucumber in vinegar. That is what pickles are. With, like, some other herbs and things, depending on what flavor. My mom has made pickles before. We grow our own cucumbers and make pickles, and they're really good. Well, personally, I only like dill. I don't like sweet pickles. But my mom loves sweet pickles. But it's just vinegar. I don't remember Shelby's skin. I don't think there's anything. I think she just has a, like, a light yellow sweater. Still has salt and water. No, the key ingredient to pickles is vinegar, Nilu. That is essential for pickles. That's no. I'm sure there is salt and water in it. Like, it's not like it's just vinegar. I just swallowed wrong. I'm fine. But pickles are very, like, that's vinegar. Don't argue with me on this, I know this, because the house smells like vinegar for like 3 days after she's done. Which is probably just because I have a sensitive sense of smell. But it's a lot of vinegar. And then everything has salt. It's salt. Oh, like sweet pickles? Yeah. I think dill pickles are the... If you like pickles, you like dill pickles. I think. But... I have forgotten how heads are shaped. See, this is what happens when I don't draw for a while. Why? Why have I lost my abilities? This is so dumb. Ridiculous. Do we have salt? Are you asking me? You know, some people can smell ants and some people can't. I don't think I can smell ants. I think of all of the things that I can smell, ants are not one of them. This is what happens when it's been a month. I get frustrated. Hello. Hi, Corona. I also got drunk accidentally as a child. Not a good idea. Please don't do that. I'm going to ask politely you do not share that story. It's not a good example to set. Underage drinking is incredibly damaging to your brain. And in general, not a good idea. I apologize that this is taking me so long. Ants kind of smell like tree sap. It's really an earthy smell. I mean, yeah, I would imagine they smell a lot like dirt, frankly. Bruh. Eventually I'll remember how to... Might not be during this stream, but eventually. You don't know how messed up my brain is already? Many different dimensions. Okay. Congratulations, you have ADHD. Join the club. You ain't special. Sorry, that's rude. But if your brain is messed up, don't further the destruction of it. Don't mean to, you know, preach, but underage drinking and just generally over drinking is a really bad part. Bipolar disorder? Again, I'm in a class about all the different disorders. Bipolar disorder is not as rare as people think it is. It's pretty common. It's more common than depression. Or at least unipolar depression. Although I imagine that's because people with bipolar disorder are more likely to get treatment. If you just have depression, people don't usually get treatment. Brain's just all over the place all the time. Again, welcome to either millennials or Gen X, depending on how old you are, but I'm going to take a wild guess that all of us here are probably Gen X. Our attention spans are going down. We are more likely to develop ADHD. We have less focusing abilities. This is simply the world. I think I've developed a very cynical view about mental illness. It's just... God, it's way too common. Really not our fault either. Why am I doing this on the same layer? I have forgotten how to do everything. It may be shorter than goldfish for some people. The average attention span of someone, well, maybe this isn't really attention span, but if you don't capture someone's attention in the first 3 seconds of a video, they click off. The average attention span on the internet. Very low. Because we've been bombarded with so much information. Again, not really our fault. It's kind of happened. Why am I struggling so much with a fucking face? That's focusing abilities. What do you mean having 2 streams open and scrolling through Twitter isn't focusing? Hmm? There are things that we as individuals can do to, like, help with that. As you know, meditation has been shown to be very helpful. Taking time away from screens and all of that, but we're all on the internet. We aren't doing that. That's a lie. I do that some. I don't like that it's become so normalized to joke about how hopeless our mental states are. Not funny. It's really not, and it's not a good thing to joke about. It's a pretty depressing trend. Maybe try doing a warm-up doodle? I mean... This is basically a like, I'm not doing anything complicated. I'm just drawing a face. Hello, Bucky. Call me out like that. Boredom is a shadow. It never stops swimming over me. Okay, Shakespeare. Again, same layer. Fuck. Normally when I draw ghosts, I like to do blank eyes, but that doesn't work very well for an animatic where I have to have very limited expressions. I really shouldn't care this much about one frame in a like 60-second animatic. But I do. Because I'm on stream and so everything wants to look perfect. Thinking about my mental problems as a way of reaching out for me. It's not a healthy way of reaching out. Hate to break it to you. I'm Shakespeare now? Wow. Yeah. No one's gonna appreciate your work. No, people did appreciate Shakespeare's work before he died. A lot of people don't appreciate artists' work till after they've died, but no, Shakespeare was pretty popular. Congratulations. Joking about mental health as a way of reaching out, I'm not saying that... I'm not trying to invalidate that, but it's a bad way of reaching out. It's rarely helpful, and making light of... It's a coping mechanism for some people to make light of it, and I definitely fall into that category sometimes, but it's not healthy. Really not. I think I need dinner. This looks nice. I don't think you should change it. Thank you. I think it looks terrible. Appreciate it. Doing the whole tiny floating crown thing. I think it's cute. Especially as a ghost. Half the time I forget I have issues. See, I watched the stream not that long ago. What the fuck does the cottage look like? Got like a post with steps behind it. With a wall. Stairs. I really enjoy how Wilbur built his house. I think it's really pretty. I might just endlessly ramble about SCPs. You know what? I think that's a better coping mechanism. It's better. I don't think he has any windows on this side. I could go check, but I don't think it matters too much. Just want it to look like a house. Okay. Now, does this look... How does this look if I make it white? Not gonna look like anything if I don't... Something in the background. Let's just do, like, blue. It doesn't fit. I think instead... I'm just gonna do this. I don't know. I'm gonna go add to my sketchbook to draw as well. Yeah. Also, I don't believe in ghosts. Oh. Lucky asked, do you believe in ghosts? Nope. I do not. I do not believe in anything supernatural, really. I think my opinion on general supernatural things is shaky. I think ghosts are definitely not real. I think sort of like mythical creatures and shit not real. But I do wonder, I don't fully disbelieve in a god, but I don't believe in one either. Because now let me explain. The chances of life as we know it coming about entirely on its own is really low chance. It's much more statistically likely that something else made us, but I don't necessarily believe that someone did. I just think it's some higher power would make sense. Because life is strange. Would it be cool if supernatural stuff was real, though? Absolutely not. That'd be awful. That would be actually awful. There's a reason that horror games are the way that they are. It would be terrible. I don't want to be haunted. Just imagine sleep paralysis demons, except they can actually hurt you. Are you kidding me? I don't want that. That sounds awful. I'm really putting way too much time into this one frame, but whatever. I'd like to say a werewolf. I think a werewolf would be really bad, because imagine all of the diseases that would then be able to transfer from wolves to human, depending on the biology of that. I think supernatural things would be awful. Also fantasy games, though, supernatural stuff. Well, you just said, wouldn't it be cool if supernatural stuff exists? You didn't say we could pick and choose. You got a controversial topic? I mean... yeah! I think that, I think it would be really... See, we like the idea of, oh, but, like, we could have, you know, like, Pegasus and, like, dragons, and I'm like, they would hate you. And we would also just continue to take advantage of these beautiful creatures. Because we do that already. If Pegasus existed, we would 100% be riding them. If griffins existed, we would all die. It depends on where they would live, I guess. Because lions exist, and lions are pretty dangerous, and griffins might just, you know, not hunt humans. This is also my stance on if Pokemon were real. If Pokemon were real, we would be eating them. We would not be making friends with them, we would be eating them. That's just what would happen. And I don't think that's good. Because I don't think that eating animals currently is good, and I don't think we should have even more intelligent creatures. People being people, all these creatures would go extinct for money purposes. Or that, yeah, Yeah. Don't want to share this world with any more beings. Also fair. Pokemon really would be exploited in every way possible. Yep. In my opinion, supernatural stuff mostly depends on if we're forced to start over. Yeah. I do think that, you know, rhinos are endangered because people hunted them for their horns. Do you think unicorns would survive? They do eat Pokemon in the Pokemon universe. Yeah, they do. And so when people say, oh, imagine if we had Pokemon as friends, like, we wouldn't. Or, I guess, we'd end up with what we have now, where people are specious, and so we only eat some of them, not others, and it's, you know, absolutely unacceptable to eat a Pikachu. But there are entire farms filled with... I'm trying to think of, like, is there a... I don't know. Pidgeys, I don't know. Someone would kill every unicorn for its horn. Yeah. Just what would happen. It's not a great idea. Also, if vampires were real, we would either have the, like, fun fantasy thing that everyone likes to think of if vampires were real. It's like, oh, well, they go to a blood bank and stuff. Or we would just have more murderers, and we would be putting more people in jail. Jail is already pretty bad. Just think this argument of whether or not fantasy things should exist. Just... no. It'd be bad. I think if I just do that, or it's just... white background, but still black line art. That'll work out. I'm not gonna bother with this here. I don't care. Miltank and Taros are the cows. Yep. I mean, if there were Pikachus in this world for hundreds of years, would we really be eating them? Would be bad as we think it as well. Well, I'm thinking Pikachus would be experimented on. Because they look a lot like rats or mice. Pikachus would be experimented on, we wouldn't eat them. We wouldn't eat Ponytas, because eating horses is frowned upon, but using them is still perfectly fine. I ruin arguments with logic. I've turned into my brother. But it's also kind of fun to ruin arguments with logic. That's too high up. Some people eat rats. Yeah. But generally we don't farm rats. Electric type would be used as batteries. Yeah, in the same way that we have, like, we still make horses pull carts of stuff. Yeah, probably. Everyone would want to hunt and trap legendaries for their powers. Yep, we definitely have a lot of them go extinct. Oops. Oh shit, what does Wilbur's sign say? On the outs- ah, fuck. I don't remember. I have to go check. Bye. Bye, Bucky. Fighters would be torches or lighters. I don't think so, because we already have better ways to... I'm sorry if you hear some noise, because I'm opening Twitch to go and find the thing. Hang on. No. Actually, I should probably do Wilbur's bod. Although I don't know.
The Batman calzone from feel like Batman, but
shut the fuck up. I don't care about your pizza. I'm vegan. Leave me alone. Just vibing with the standout fit song in the background. Reality is in danger of the space god. Time god get mad at each other. Yeah, the legendaries are pretty powerful. Where's the sign? Just need to see the sign. There's the sign. Ah, okay. Just as Wilbur's Ghost Cottage, that's it. They could be aggressive flamethrowers. Maybe we would use them to help clear forest land for farming and stuff. That's possible. Can I spell cottage? See them charging into war? I don't know, because it would depend on how intelligent they still are. Because, I mean, Pokemon do listen to their owners, but it's like we don't send rhinos into war because we can't control them. Or lions. Like, they're very dangerous animals. But also, I think a human with a gun is more effective. General. Wood. There we go. Ghost Cottage. Blastoise can shoot jets of water that could puncture metal. Oh boy. So it's a power washer, but worse. I see. Yeah, that's a factor. And Charizard's fire can melt rocks. Yeah, I also think that, like, if these creatures existed, we would not be as advanced as we are. I think that's the most unrealistic thing in the Pokemon universe, is the fact that all of these things exist and humans are still just... what? The most... There's something to be said about humans' intelligence, because that's why we're the dominant species. Because we're definitely not the strongest physically, like, obviously. The reason that we're as powerful as we are is because we're so smart. But... with all the different powers the Pokemon have, and the Pokemon gods, we would not be the dominant species. Like, I really don't think we would. I think Pokemon would use us as battle companions. Like, I think we would be slaves to the Pokemon. because they're just so much more powerful than we are. So yeah. Anyway, other topics. Let's see. What else has been? I could talk about. Let's see, I've already complained about my stupid exams to other people. I don't need to complain about that here, but I was very frustrated with all of that. Because I gotta. There's a whole bunch of questions that were asked in my psych exam that were really just irrelevant. So, I got a 70, when I really think I deserved at least an 80. So that's why I didn't stream that one day where I was like, hey, I might stream later depending on how my exam goes. It went very poorly. Alakazam's IQ is canonically 5,000. I do think that is physically impossible. But, okay then. We would not be the dominant species. There would be a Alakazam run world. Drawing an hourglass with a snake around it? Cool. It's too big. Oh, this is 5 again. Let's see. I think there's not much else that's been happening in my life other than just kind of felt like shit. Because the main withdrawal symptom I'm having is nausea and like really bad, and I haven't actually like thrown up yet or anything, but it's really unpleasant, and so I haven't been eating as much. And that's not fun. Just not fun, let me tell you. If anyone needed confirmation that nausea is not fun. Oh! Oh, my computer's not plugged in. Oops! I decided to go slow. Okay. Like, wait a minute, why is it going all sucky? Oh. It wasn't plugged in. Been getting warmer where I am, up in the north. We're reaching spring, although it's real windy, but that's just spring weather. As it gets real windy and rainy, so we get mud season. I'm focused. Trying an old OC of mine? Only Alakazam chose to run the world, though. Maybe they'd choose to vibe. Probably wouldn't agree to fight other Pokemon for entertainment of 10-year-olds, though. Yeah? Alakazams could run the world better than we can. I agree with that. I've been letting my bunnies out, although they don't seem to want to come outside much. They're being very lazy and just staying inside and laying around. So I've had to force them to go outside. Which isn't fun because they don't like to be picked up. And one of them does not like to be touched either. One of them likes pets, but one of them just really does not like... just doesn't like me in general. They're kind of a bitch. A bit of a bitchy bunny. Or she is. Just gonna... yeah. I think I need to clean their hutch out. It's about time. 'Cause what day is it? Is it Saturday, right? I think it is. I only need to keep track of the days for the middle 4 days of the week. Because that's when I have my classes. The rest of the days, it really doesn't matter. Friday through Monday, I don't do anything. And I lose track of what day it is. Although I might be getting a job soon, and then I'll know what day it is. Because I've been looking for a job for a while, and fucking nowhere has gotten back to me. Until I now have, the 2 job opportunities that have actually gotten back to me are front desk at a hotel 30 minutes from my house, or a teller at a bank, and I don't even know where it is. And that's all I got. I don't even know what season we're in. To be fair, it's a bit of a whack transition between winter and spring. No one knows what season we're in. Realize I haven't actually played the audio of what I'm working on. Hang on, let me do that. Let me let you listen to actually what I'm even fucking drawing. 1 second. Because I should probably do that. Have some context. It's about a minute, I think. Minute and 10.
Oh, I'll steal from him. Another ghost! Oh. If you are not a ghost... Oh! If you're not a ghost, get out! Alright, I guess I can stay.
I'm going to log into the Origins SMP and then just stroll away to fill up my water. Be right back.
But I'm allowed to be in here because I'm a ghost. It said only non-ghosts have to leave.
Someone's... Who the fuck was eating? Hey, there's someone in your house. Someone's eating. Someone's here.
Who ratted me out?
Hello? I'm scared. I'm scared. Where are they? Oh, get him! Get him! Who the fuck are you?
No, wait! Excuse me.
Hello?
Can I have my stuff back?
Did you just go in my house again?
Yeah, there's a sign here.
Read the
that says, if you
sign!
are
Read the sign!
not-
What does it say? Oh. Oh, for...
Hey.
That's my thing! You
Well,
you can't have my thing!
I don't think a ghost chooses it to be its thing.
This
when
is
they
my...
die.
I'm the ghost!
Well, I'm a ghost now. You're not the only one haunting this server anymore, Wilbur.
That's what I'm doing. That's the video. Let me play the music again. That's what I'm working on at the moment. It's really not circling anything. Trying to do a circle around the edge. I can't even do a circle right. Cool, thank you. Thank you. I thought that the ghost interactions were very fun. There's a whole lot of other ones that I wanted to draw. Because it's really funny. But obviously I'm not gonna make myself draw like 4 minutes of stuff. Excuse me. Hello, Mr. Mediocre. How you doing? I'm alright. I'm alright. How are you? How you been? So I have the audio memorized because what I did was technically that's I took audio from both Wilbur and Shelby's perspective so that it's a little clearer, because on the Origin SMP they have the like in-game chat where it's like proximity chat and it actually changes based on what direction, and so I did my best to try and split it up so that you can hear both of them. I think it's only really the last exchange where I had to stick to just one of their perspectives, and I went with Wilbur's because it was clearer. But I had to listen to all of that quite a bit to try and sync it up. Doing quite bad after they just announced the new season of JoJo. Uh-oh, what happened? I don't keep up to date on that. I'm not watched it. I'm not a huge anime person. Ooh, I know what I can do. What happened with JoJo, Mr. Mediocre? What have they done? I find it amusing that throughout this entire exchange, Shelby continues to use doors, even though her entire power is to float through walls. Is that how that would? No, it'd be. In hands. Hands. Nah, whatever. There's no point in using doors as a ghost. Season 6 named Stone Ocean is being released exclusively on Netflix rather than normal anime episodes being released weekly. Netflix does a batch. Ah. Yeah, because Netflix releases things in seasons. Would be fine because it's a batch of 12. The fans pace themselves. They're beginning one episode a week. Yeah, but Netflix's whole thing is binge watching. That's like their whole market. Their whole model is binge watching. My life is really not that interesting. I'm sitting here trying to think of stuff to talk about. I really got nothing. Problem is if we're doing weekly, fans beginning episodes on April 1st, but since the batch gotta wait till fall 2022. Yeah. Yeah, I can understand that frustration. You're a freaking senior by the time that stuff rolls out. And that anime won't even be fully out. Wow. Yeah, that kind of sucks. That sucks. If you're used to things coming out. Yeah. Yeah, I can understand that. That's not great. I'm sorry. I think about 50% opacity is where I'm gonna go. I'll try and keep it consistent. That's 6. And I'm not gonna do. I'm. You know, one of the things I have to keep track of and remember in animatics is that I have to keep it consistent. So I'm not gonna do the white glow in the background, I don't think, because I'm gonna forget it too many times, and then I'm not gonna be able to go back and fix it. Because I don't save these as layered files, I save them as PNGs. So... Oh, wait a minute, Oops, I've made a mistake. I can fix it, though. By simply... drew all of the structure and door around her on the same layer, so I can't just make the layer at 50% opacity. I do that. And then I'm gonna do this so that you can see it through her hand. Okay. Damn you, Netflix, why would you do this to me? With this schedule, there's going to be 3 batches, with the first starting December 1st, 2021, next fall 2022. The schedule keeps up, maybe in college by the time this finishes. Yeah. Yeah, that sucks. I don't watch any shows. I can't commiserate. I don't really watch much of anything. Ah, I have been texted to send the fridge list. Hold on a moment, everyone. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go and text the fridge list. I don't even think we need... One moment. The list has been texted. I'm back. I'm back. My mother called me. Oh, good, you didn't miss anything. I had to go and text the fridge list because they're going to the grocery store. Oh, did this not get... This is the only problem with doing it this way rather than... And what I can do... I can say fuck it. Good enough. Good enough. I think this was already number 6. Yeah. First part is that if the season doesn't do too well, which isn't due to the batch release, there won't be enough hype for the next season. The manga to be released. Season 7 is the best season, ask anything. I mean, I'll take your word for it. I'm really not much of an anime person. Although, frankly, I'm not much of a show person. I don't really watch shows. The only show I watch is Critical Role, which is, you know, the YouTube series. But that's the only, like, sequential series I watch. Doesn't get enough funding to look good, I'm gonna flip. Or their answer pisses me off. Yeah, you're fine. I don't have shit to talk about. You're all good. Wait a minute. The eraser wasn't done. There's still a bit of it there, but... Now that eye looks whack. Let's fix that. I think the pupil's too small. It's time for another sign. What is this sign? Oh god. I'm not into movies either. I like movies. No, I like movies. I just don't watch shows. Although I guess... I mean... I watch shows when my mom is watching something on the TV, because my desk... Like, literally where I'm sitting right now, the TV's right in front of me. Like, the way it's set up is my desk is here, and then there's, like, a couch in front of it. Like, my desk is not up against a wall, it's up against the couch. That's the living room, so... I like movies. Just not much of a TV show person. I'm gonna turn this back down to 6. No, I'm not, because it needs to be larger. You know the best part about ghosts? Floaty hair. I like floaty hair. Movies are way better than TV shows. I feel usually higher budget. I also don't have to watch stupid filler. Even shot normally. Yeah, I like movies because, I mean, you know, there's sequels and everything, but you know what you're getting into, and it's like, that's how long it is. Where I think, we were talking about attention span earlier, I don't think I have the attention span for TV shows much. I haven't made the mistake this time of drawing them on the same layer, so I can just do this. I didn't fuck it up. Although I kind of fucked up the face a bit. But not a ton, so it's fine. I'm not getting the eye right here for the expression I'm trying to do. Drawing's done. Nice! One of these days I'll get back into actually drawing good art and not just animatics, like full-on actual drawings. I'm doing that much. Okay, fuck it. We're drawing an eye, and then I'm adjusting it from here.
Hey, I'll tell you a little secret of mine. If you promise not to tell, if you have the time. Everyone has gotten you, always on the run. But if you join the syndicate, life could get a little more fun. And all of the horses and all of the men won't learn from history. It's all the same in the end. I've told you once and I'll tell you again. The syndicate is looking for a couple new friends. Couple new friends. Oh.
I'm really quiet. How long have I even been streaming? Why am I haven't even been streaming for an hour and I've already lost any sort of conversation topics. I apologize. I don't quite know why. I usually make it to like the 1 hour mark before I run out of shit to say. Opie, I need your help. What's going on with you? What's going on with you, pup? Oh. Well. I mean, it's not really that interesting, but Opie, one of my dogs, who's getting real old. Hello, Velvet. Getting real old. She has not been... She's been being a bit of a bitch recently. More than just the normal type of a female dog. She's been being a bit of a bitch. She's not eating. Not eating her food. She's already super thin. You say that's because Chad is not active? Well, I can usually keep up something.
White streak in my hair, but no stress now. Straight out the guys looking like a mess now. Driving off the tracks, but I'm back and I've seen hell, but this is a bit more my style. I'm alive, I'm revived, I survived. You surprised, gonna cry about it? You should see the other guy. I'm returned and I've waited my turn. A decade of time to make everything mine. Am I the bad guy? I'll be the bad guy again, just like last time. And we all know how that ends. No one came to help, so I'll help myself instead.
Eyes are weird. Eyes are weird and fucky. Why is the human body so weird? Why is it so weird and complicated? Like 1 AM right now? 1914. Oh god, what is that in not military time? 19. Is that 5? No. 7. Right? No. Oh god. No, that's 7, right? 7 p.m.? 7:14 p.m., yeah. In Poland. Poland's fun. I like Poland. I've never been. I want to, though. One of the few places that I actually want to visit. I'm not huge into travel. I mean, like, it's just because I haven't actually been out of the country. What are you drawing? An animatic! 10:47. 10:47. Okay, yeah. 22:47. 10:47. Okay. Yeah, it's 2:16 here. Yeah, we have war. Yeah, it's true. I'm part Polish, but definitely not a lot. But for whatever reason, I just think that I don't know, I think Poland's underrated, you know?
I saw a different sky, one generated in a world built for me, where there's day and there's night, and my heart is full of light, with an ocean stretching on as far as I can see, a whole world just for me. A faithful memory.
Deserts to explore and mountains left to climb, with a shield and a sword and a friend at my side. I'll sail across the seas and travel through the trees. I can dare to dream and I can dare to be free. A whole world just for me. A faithful memory. Finding out that the light I seek is within me, within me. I'll build a house that's mine and craft a place to call home. Oh wow, the journey may be tough, but that won't stop me, won't stop me. 'Cause the universe tells me I will never be alone. Oh life begins anew as the morning's coming soon. A creation that's sprung from my own mind. Everything I choose becomes my truth in a realm of last.
I have forgotten the exact words. Hang on. Well, for anyone who missed it the first time,
Oh, I'll steal from
the
him.
audio.
Another ghost! Oh. If you are not a ghost. Oh! If you're not a ghost, get out! Alright, I guess I can stay.
Right. That's the words.
Just for me, a faithful memory.
I'm trying to think of anything to say.
Another Year's Eve marks the
About that weather, huh?
Another year of promises weighing on my mind.
Even really have much to say about the weather.
Where I've been, the longer nights
Fucking
just
windy.
feel shorter days.
Is that it?
It feels like there will never be a chance to start again, and the paper's full with forgotten goals left there by my pen. But things aren't always as they seem. My hopes and dreams were never far away.
You have a favorite book? I despise reading.
Come and go.
Thanks for trying,
People change
but nope. I hate reading.
A place I once called home is no longer mine. But life keeps moving on, and I've got this one advice.
You know what? I think I'm gonna just redraw this.
The rest of your life. When it feels like
Favorite book is Facebook. Facebook sucks.
has come and passed.
Facebook's terrible.
It feels like
Um,
every door is shut
let's see. Well, what have I been doing with my time? We'll talk about that. What have I been doing? I've been really into Lost Ark recently, which is a game made by Amazon, an RPG, fantasy RPG, and it's incredibly sexist. But I'm already invested, and so yeah. That's pretty much all I've been doing. Playing Lost Ark. And Warframe. But I don't have much to say about either of those. I've been working on my... I think I've mentioned before I'm doing a video essay for my final project. I've been working on that. About, gender representation in Warframe specifically. That's what reminded me of it. That I'm doing it on Warframe. And the more I look into it, the more angry I get. Where it's just... I don't know if I've explained it before, but basically the designs of female Warframes in the game are very over-sexualized. And that's following the general trend that we see in gaming, where all of the female characters are just... The male characters are allowed to look cool, they are allowed to have a whole bunch of different designs. The women are only ever allowed to be hourglass figure with high heels and like, yeah. So, I'm doing my project on that and why it's a problem. Specifically, why it's a problem, because we're all aware that that's true of the gaming industry, is that they sexualize women. But, but why is it an issue? Well, it's an issue. Bug? It's an issue because that makes it seem like that's the only thing women are allowed to look like. I'm sure I'm preaching to the choir here. You're all good people. I'm sure you're aware of why representation is important. But there's a lot of people who want to argue that and say, well, why do you care? It's just a game. Well, gaming is becoming a huge part of specifically Western culture, because I'm talking about specifically Western culture, but it's becoming a part of the entire world's culture as it's getting to be a bigger industry. But again, I can only really speak to Western culture. So, as it's becoming more integrated into our media, it's important to monitor and be careful with what we're representing, because that old argument of video games make you violent, no. However, there were studies done while that was out that typically more violent people play violent video games. It's more of a correlation, not causation kind of thing. But generally, we know that what we see and play and consume in media has a very big effect on us. One of the very good examples of this for feminism is the Scully effect. So I'm sure we've all heard of the X-Files before, that whole conspiracy theory show and all of that, with the classic theme song that we all know. And one of the characters on that was Scully. And she was one of the first, if not like the first real good representation we have of a smart woman. She had a PhD, she was respected by her male coworker, and the Scully effect we see in after the X-Files aired, basically, and became popular, there was a significant uptick of women in STEM. And a lot of them cite it because they saw Scully and wanted to be like that. Or they hadn't thought that they could be in a scientific field before. But then they see this fictional character, sure, but this character, who is super smart, very good at what she does, and suddenly the idea of being able to be a scientist, to get a PhD, to be smart, really, that's available to women now. And so, representation is so important in every form of body type, of sexuality, of gender, because if you don't see yourself in the media that you play, you have a less... you have a worse opinion of yourself. Because you don't get to see yourself in any of these games. You don't get to be the hero ever. Even worse, if you're only ever the villain. And that's not good. And so, you know, why complain about something like this when there's, you know, the other thing is, you know, other bigger issues? Well, that's whataboutism, and that's stupid. We're humans, we can multitask. This is an issue. There are also other issues. Let's work on solving all of them. So, yeah. So for anyone who does know the game, if you're curious, I don't know if I'll make my video essay public. It kind of depends on how it turns out. Because I don't know, I might make it unlisted and just do it for class, but I might make it public, I don't know. But for anyone curious, the best examples of the over-sexualization in Warframe are Saryn, Saryn, Wisp, and Titania. Because they are just... One of the big things that Warframe has is really tiny waists, which is stupid. In fact, Valkyr, Valkyr, I think, Valkyr, there is... her stomach almost goes inwards. Which is not how stomachs work, especially when you take into account all of the different things that women have in their... Like, that's where all of the reproductive organs are. Like, women are built to be able to grow a human in their stomach. The stomach does not go inwards. That's not how this works. And the waistline is, like, so thin. It's just like, where the fuck... Where are any of your vital organs? And it's ridiculous. With Saryn and Wisp, Saryn has really large tits. Just ridiculous. And Wisp and Titania are both characters... So Warframe's a third-person game, and they are both characters that float. They are the only two Warframes that do not walk. At least Titania Prime. And their movement animations are ridiculous and put a stupid amount of emphasis on their ass. For no reason. And these are supposed to be, like, super deadly biomechanical weapons. And they're just walking around like fucking supermodels. And it's ridiculous. And I don't actually bring it up in my essay because it doesn't match too much, because this also actually applies to the males. Stop giving super, like, mobile, agile, stop giving them high heels. Stop. Fucking stop. High heels are fucking impossible to walk in, nonetheless do parkour. It's ridiculous. But that's not even specific to the women. Dumb. Dumb as hell. Uh-oh. Guess what that sound is? That's the sound of my parents coming home. Oh boy! Well, sorry that this was kind of quiet and a little short, but there we go. There they are. Which means it's time for me to go. So thank you for dropping by, everybody who stuck around. I'll see you. Have a good day. Goodbye!